When we're synchronizing the link state database on a LAN segment, or really any segment that has a designated router, whether that be Ethernet or some form of frame relay that uses designated routers, here's the process. Now let's say there's a link state change, meaning I am watching that interface because there's a network command trained on that interface saying, run OSPF on this interface. When the state changes, if it goes to down, administratively down, we're going to advertise that out. Now, the advertisement is in the form of an LSU. LSUs contain information about the topology. So this could, in fact, be a type 1 LSA packaged up as an LSU. Why a type 1 LSA? Well, remember what a type 1 LSA is it's a router at the center and then the spokes that we connect up to and the state of those spokes. Well, the state of one of the spokes just changed. So we're going to send an LSU. And certainly, this can't send a type 2 LSA. Why is that? Well, it's because only designated routers can share type 2 LSA information. So, type 1 information contained in LSU, that is going to be sent to that multicast address, 224.0.0.6. That is one of two multicast addresses that OSPF uses. OSPF uses .5 and .6. EIGRP uses .10. RIP uses .9. .6 is the designated router's multicast address. So we're communicating that to both designated routers. The BDR would get that as well. Then the designated router is responsible for sharing that with the rest of the network. So it is going to relay that information out. It's still type 1. The designated router isn't changing this. We're flooding LSA information. Flooding means we're not messing around with it. So the designated router sends that information out as an LSU, and all other routers get that information. And that information is going to the all OSPF routers multicast address, that's .5. A few more things here. We have to understand that not everybody talks to everybody on an Ethernet segment such as this directly. R4 and R3 would not get into the XStart exchange loading full states. Why? They would stay at two-way because they're both druthers. When we're sharing information, we're sharing it to the designated router across this subnet, and it is the designated router that is responsible for trickling that back into that LAN segment.